Hey, this is Burky from the Burky and Badger Show. It's an amazing time right now, getting ready to go into the Grand Exhibition Hall. We'll see you in a moment. Greetings from GenCon. This is Burky from the Burky and Badger Show and Board Game Theater. We've been at GenCon since Wednesday. We got here late in the night and all of a sudden it's Thursday and the crowds are massive. It's amazing. We dressed up in costume for Arcane Wonders as the Sheriff of Nottingham with my daughter Maddie as the Silk Merchant. Had a great time interacting with all the crowd and all the different people here. It's been so great to meet so many of you. Today we're going to get a chance to actually take a look at some games. We've been so busy doing so many different things, but now we're going to get to the place where we actually get to play games. We're so excited. Aliens have landed at GenCon 2015. But it's interesting, these aliens like to interact with humans. See, look at him. He's beckoning humans to come unto him. Young humans as well. He must really, maybe they're a kinder and gentler alien. And it begins, the mass entrance to GenCon Exhibition Hall. Look at the crowds milling through. As they flood the exhibition hall. Look at them, trying to get that favorite game, the last day, the last opportunity. It is one massive sea of humanity. Oh, the humanity! We're heading toward Mayfair Games booth. Makers of Settlers of Catan, or shall we say just Catan. All kinds of bling. Catan tables, players playing all over to get ribbons in order to get all of the 4 different resource types and 5 resource types. They actually get to get discounts on games. It's just a sea of people demoing games. Mayfair has one of the larger spaces here. They really do a big job when they come to GenCon. Many of their game offerings. You can see this is Mayfair Row, and the games are all here. And Lookout Lane, from their recent acquisition of Lookout Games. And of course, all the new games that are up there. If you're a Doctor Who fan, GenCon is a perennial for Doctor Who fans. Hi, it's Burky from the Burky and Badger Show, and we're at GenCon! Yay! It's awesome! I tell you, we're playing a game called Space Movers, and we're with KnA Games, and we're with the designers of this game, Kevin and April Cox. I'd like to ask you guys a little bit about your game. Kevin, why don't you tell us a little bit about Space Movers?
Well, it's a science fiction cooperative game. You play together as a member of the Liberty crew. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to complete a set of objectives. And the story begins in the comic book. This tells the complete backstory of the game. It tells you about the characters and the world they live in.
And this was something that was really cool. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this was fantastic. Before we played the game, we actually looked at this. It only took us a few minutes, but what a creative, innovative type of design.
And that begins the story, and you continue the story through objective cards that we have to complete together as a crew to win the game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now, you both co-designed this game together, right?
Right.
How did that work with you guys collaborating on this? How did this whole brainchild happen?
We make a pretty good team. I mean, he's the idea guy. He always comes up with the basic idea. I kind of have an editing nature, so I'm really good to come in and kind of clean it up and make things, in this case, for this game, I tried to simplify a lot. It was a lot more complicated in the beginning, and so we worked to make it a simpler base game that we can add, later for people who want like a super challenge. We can build on that, but I wanted something that not only hardcore gamers could play, but if I want to introduce a family member to a game, this is a good game as kind of a bridge from your, family type games to more of a strategy based game.
Sure. Just in the production value of the game, just even the player cards, I was and I had a lot of fun with this kind of stuff. But the production of the game is really well done. The game is presented really well. So I commend you guys on your production of your product here. This is a great job, and we had a lot of fun. It was a pleasure meeting both of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the thing about GenCon. The crowds are really growing and the space is not a lot larger. Today it's not too bad. We're able to move around fairly freely through the crowd, able to navigate. It's amazing. The displays are simply fantastic. Gale Force 9 is at GenCon, and they've announced that they're going to be doing a complete lineup of Star Trek games. They're the makers of Spartacus, Firefly, the board game. One of the hits of the show by Gale Force 9 is Superstar Showdown, kind of a fun wrestling game. I'm at the yellow booth at GenCon 2015. All kinds of games you can see that they're marketing. King of Tokyo, of course. And here's Medieval Academy by IELLO Games. Fantastic graphics, great production on this game.
4, and icons are in the bottom right.
We're heading right now to go over to Arcane Wonders. And at Arcane Wonders to meet with President Bryan of Arcane Wonders. And here we are. We've arrived at Arcane Wonders. Where, of course, the fantastic game Sheriff of Nottingham. Filming coming right up upon the game booth. And of course, here's the great Sheriff of Nottingham game by Arcane Wonders. And the wonderful staff helping out at Arcane Wonders. Demoing. Tell the audience hi there, sir.
Hi there, sir. How are you guys doing? I hope that you've been enjoying GenCon if you attended.
And he's demoing the game Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yes.
Kevin Burkardsmeyer and his daughter Maddie. Kevin and Maddie from Board Game Theater are featuring costumes of the Sheriff of Nottingham and the Silk Merchant from the hit board game The Sheriff of Nottingham by Arcane Wonders.
Greetings from the Sheriff of Nottingham to this wonderful magic land called GenCon. Huzzah! But there is something foul in the state of Nottingham, and I speak not of chickens. I speak of these merchants who try to bring foul contraband into Prince John's feast.
Good citizens of GenCon, I am the Silk Merchant. However, since silk is a contraband item in the city of Nottingham, I am a cheese merchant. Let's see if I can get it past the sheriff.
Arcane Wonders has been featuring Mage Wars Academy.
I'm going to call it a king.
Academy is a simpler, more portable, faster play version of Arena. It was very, very popular this weekend. You'll have to check it out sometime soon.
There's Sir Talks of Crits Happen, demoing Oitana. I'm with Josiah Burkardsmeyer, better known as Bob Boxfart from Board Game Theater. He's been playing the game Oitana by Arcane Wonders. And Josiah, I'd like to get your view of what you think about this game.
Yeah, well, it's a really great game. It's really short. It's a two-player strategy game. It's almost kind of like a chess or checkers feel. But what really makes it cool is it has these different movement cards that you have two of them available to you, and you always know what your opponent has. And when you move, you'll play one of your cards and move a piece, and then take the one in the middle. And so you're shifting these action cards back and forth, trying to either take your opponent's main piece or get your main piece to their zone. And it's fairly short, but there's a lot of strategy in a little game like this. And there's all these extra movement cards that you'll shuffle up each game so that you're not using the same ones every game. So it seems like it would have a lot of variability, and it's just really fun.
And I'm here with Bryan Pope from Arcane Wonders. Bryan, how you doing?
How you doing, Sheriff of Nottingham?
The good sheriff is here with the creator.
You just look great with or without that costume. And
Well,
by the way, same character though.
It's 4 days into the con, so I'm a little more casual today, and these are not the droids that we were looking for.
I love it.
So tell us how the con has been going for you, Bryan.
Oh, fantastic. So busy. It's day 4, so we're tired, but it's been going great. We've been selling like crazy. The booth's been super, super busy. You can't even hardly walk through it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great con. Lots going on, a lot of buzz.
Sheriff of Nottingham just came out last year, and then we have 3 more titles that we are going to print this year, and some of them will probably make it before the year's out. So
wonderful. Yeah, I saw Oitama, and you're coming up with Royals.
Royals, yes.
And City of Gears.
City of Gears, exactly. I'm super excited. We've got a party game too. It's another game similar to Sheriff in Nature. It's going to be fun, easy, light, casual. I'm very excited about that one. That's kind of a top secret one because we're just going to surprise the world with it when we come out with it. It's going to be great. We've got the designer of that game is one of the top 5 designers on the planet, and it's a phenomenal game. It's going to be great. So.
Oh, fun. Yeah, and now upcoming you have a game called Royals from Peter Haas, who's one of my favorite designers.
Thank you. We're super excited about that. The Royals game is a great light Euro game, like a lighter strategy game. It's got a lot of great tactics and choices in it, but it's very accessible. It's very well done. We're actually getting all the artwork redone with Jason Engel. I'm super excited about that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So it's gonna be great. We should go to print this year, and before the end of the year. I don't want to make any promise about when it'll come out, but it's coming up soon.
We love that game, and I can tell it's really going to be another Dice Tower Essential hit. Tell us a little bit about Dice Tower Essentials.
Okay, well that's going well. We've got a whole bunch of games lined up for it. Besides Royals, we've got, by the way, this is probably going to be the King of England. So we're excited about getting him in a costume, just like the Sheriff, maybe even a step up. Here we've got several things lined up. We've got a great robot fighting game, like a giant robot combat game, played with cards. It's a little bit of a deck builder, and you actually build your decks and then you play against each other like a rock, scissors, paper type thing. It's the easiest way I can say, where like I'm going to make an attack and you're going to defend or block. It plays really, really fast, and it's very tactical. I'm very excited about that. That's actually being developed right now. The quality is very, very important to us, Kevin. We're not really doing this so much to just put out a lot of games and just make a ton of money. Honestly, my first and foremost thing is to make great games. That's all I care about. That's why I'm doing this in the first place. And I have another business. This is my passion and love in life, and I want these games to be fantastic with the best components, best artwork. I got my fantastic interview with the Sheriff of Nottingham right now, and I'm taking my family out for a little bit. We're actually going to see some of the booths. This is the first time we'll have to see some booths.
You actually get to play some games at GenCon then.
Exactly.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Bryan. Thanks so much for allowing us to be a part of Arcane Wonders and help you out.
Thank you. You're awesome. You've really helped the Sheriff of Nottingham. That's great.
Well, we love your company and love what you do.
Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you, fans.
I'm here at Academy Games. Academy Games makes some amazing games. Freedom, the Underground Railroad, a fantastic cooperative game. And Mare Nostrum, this has recently been kickstarted. The component quality of Mare Nostrum is amazing. The production value, I'm really excited about this game. I kickstarted it, one of the few that I do. 1775, one of our favorite little light war games. We absolutely love this game. And last year's big hit was Thief. This was a fantastically produced product. One thing great about Academy Games is their games are always so full of theme. The theme comes through so well, and the production quality is absolutely off the hook. People are playing games, having a great time. I'm here with Eickert at Academy Games. Yeah, he's having a good time. Look at him go!
Well, thanks a lot for having me here on your show. I want to tell you, it's been an exciting weekend. GenCon's been great. We have our new Kickstarter game, which just ended. Highest grossing Kickstarter game ever that's not a zombie miniature game, Mare Nostrum. And it just ended 2 weeks ago, but it's still available on Kickstarter. We're going for $15,000, ended up with like $670,000, which
Yeah, I backed this game, and that's a fantastic production.
40 stretch goals. So if any of you are interested, we still have it open for another week, I think, and you can get it all.
One of the things that I love about your games that they always ooze thematic element. The
Thank you.
component quality is fantastic, but the theme always really comes through.
Thank you. You know, it's very important because our games now, like Freedom the Underground Railroad. Oh, let me do a plug. Freedom the Underground Railroad, which won the Dice Tower Cooperative Game of the Year awards all over, has had now books written for teachers that give a week's itinerary for the classroom. It is now being distributed nationwide to schools. We're in negotiations with the Los Angeles school systems, Boston school systems. It's really making a great impact because it's being used now in inner city community centers, and it took us years to do because it's a very touchy subject because we have some still issues here in America, and I think if we learn more of our history and what really happened, it really makes a big difference. Our 1775, which is still our bestseller, also has books written for teachers. Again, we have a whole series on programming, language, finance, and how to use different games in the classroom. So it's very, very exciting. So we not only work now with the military and the Army for the officer training with our conflict heroes, now we have our for the teaching, and now slowly we are getting into the science fiction fantasy with our Apollo Games line.
That's fantastic. Uwe, I just got to say, you really do it right.
Thank you.
Fantastic production. Sure love your games. Keep doing the good work.
Well, and I do appreciate that you got my name right because the you know, that sheep, I live in Ohio, and I already have enough problems with sheep rumors going on. So I appreciate that.
Wonderful. Thanks again.
Guys, thanks a lot. Have a great show.
Heading to the CoolMiniOrNot booth. And then we'll be heading over to Asmodee.
Are you talking to me?
Here we are at the CoolMiniOrNot booth. Zombicide, of course, is being featured. Wrath of Kings. One thing about CoolMiniOrNot, if you're looking for miniatures, the miniatures that CoolMiniOrNot make are just absolutely fantastic. CoolMiniOrNot with Arcadia Quest. We're at the CoolMiniOrNot booth, and we're looking at the game Blood Rage. Blood Rage is one of the hits of the con, designed by Eickert. Fantastic game. Of course, the miniatures are absolutely spectacular. Look at these things. These demand a paint job. Is everybody having fun playing Blood Rage? We're at the Asmodee booth. And of course, Five Tribes is still running strong. You guys having a good time? Yeah. Five Tribes, they've got a new expansion, the Artisans of Nagala. Fantastic.
Well played.
There's Runa Kathala, designer of Five Tribes, Abyss, talking to some fans. Mysterium has been one of the big hits of the show. They've sold out every day. Of course, the Days of Wonder games, Small World, Ticket to Ride are all finding a lot of good homes. Deus is being played. Well, I'm with Tavis Parker from the Game Crafter. Tavis, tell us a little bit about what you're doing at GenCon 2015.
Well, we're exhibiting here, and we have all sorts of different products that we make. The Game Crafter is a print-on-demand board game company, and what that means is that we can make anything from cards to boards to tiles, GM screens, packaging, everything for your game, and we do it on demand. So we can make as few as one copy of your game, or we can do bulk orders as well. We have a great website where you can log in, and basically you can just add all your components and print it.
Fantastic. How long have you been doing this, Tavis?
Since 2009.
2009. So you can actually produce your game and make prototypes for new designers?
Correct. Yep. We do both the one-off, we do specific runs of just components, and then we also have about 850 different game pieces and parts in the store that we source from all over the world. You can buy them in any quantity that you want.
Wow, fantastic. Thanks so much, Tavis.
Hey, no problem. Thanks.
And of course, GenCon wouldn't be complete without Artist Alley. All kinds of artists here showing off their incredible artwork. Rows and rows of fantastic artists, game artists.